Golf is awesome. However, many people are hesitant to pick it up, concerned that it's too difficult. I'm here to investigate whether I can teach 7 bad golfing stereotypes, the fundamentals of golf, and then be competent enough to play. We have the complete golfing newbie, your standard chopper, the one who never has time, the one who had lessons when he was a kid, the one who always wanted to play, the one who's got all the potential but it's unfulfilled, and the one who never quite understands it. So let's see how we get on with our complete golfing newbie.
Hello golfers and welcome to the Whoop Golf Academy. I am the Whoop and today we are looking at our first golfing stereotype, which is the complete golfing newbie. So the player who has never picked up a golf club before, doesn't really know what golf is, doesn't have an understanding of what a green is, a fairway is, tees, all these little things that I as a golfer are very familiar with. For these types of players, they don't have that understanding yet. So we are in a great position because there's no bad habits that have been built up through lack of technique, there's no misconceptions, but at the same time is a lot of hard work, a lot of practicing for the golfer to get used to. So let's just take a little look at our kind of starting position. A little bit unfair to Rich here because I kind of threw him under the bus and told him, right, let's see what you've got, and he didn't have a lot, which is again to be expected. We're not expecting him to stand up and hold it like a superstar and go from there. So we had to introduce a few kind of basic principles and ideas to Rich. So the first thing that we looked at was the grip, getting it held in a correct way, a nice neutral position that allows him to hold the club and control the club face effectively and properly, which as he moves along in his golfing career is going to make a big difference moving forward. So we got a much better grip. We then looked into kind of making sure that we're stood in a nice aligned position, making sure that we're kind of pointing at our target up here with feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and everything on from there. Then we were looking into posture, so nice stable posture that allows him to move his body into the positions that we're eventually going to get him into, and keeping that kind of athletic frame that he's built up from other sports as he's moved on. So as you can start to see just by looking at some simple things, we get him into a decent enough position. So as we look into the moving parts of things, we're trying to get him to get his shoulders pointing all the way back, and as we swing through, all the way through, trying to maintain on this angle as much as possible, which we started to get going. So that's the body kind of moving in a very basic but decent way. Then we looked into getting the golf club into the right kind of positions that create a neutral position and allows us to create success. So we get the club pointing back down towards the golf ball and a little bit of connection between our chests. From there, that gives us that nice control takeaway that allows us to move the club through with some power and with some consistency from there. Then it was about monitored practice, extending those skills out a little bit more with each session. We didn't change too much from there. We just tried to get a little bit more confident and free, focusing on making sure our grip pressure was nice and light, that our rhythm was nice and smooth. We weren't trying to hit it too hard, and that our speed and acceleration was coming at the right position for for the swing. Many new golfers try and really swing from the top early, which then loses our lovely posture, our lovely frame and base from there. So Rich got into a position where, pre-swing he was trying to maintain these positions, really build that muscle memory, extending that swing a little bit further as he gets more comfortable with it. And over 3, 4, 5 weeks we started to really see some potential of a golfer. So we looked into some chipping, some putting, some pitch shots, the setup changes that we needed to make to be able to hit the driver effectively. But in general, we finished up with a semi-decent golf swing. Not perfect. Again, we're probably 7 weeks into our golfing career, so far from perfect. But from where we started to where we got to, we've got a more than competent golfer on our hands here.